Wasn't gonna make this video, but oh well. What's up, guys? Back with a new video. Sorry that my head's in the way. I'm actually gonna set up a saltwater tank. I've never had saltwater before, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my time and learn from this. I know it's not car related, but you know, you guys ask about learning and seeing more things that I do in my daily life. Besides the big freshwater tank that I have, the planted aquarium, I'm also setting up the saltwater in my room. It's a 20-gallon standard tank, 2 feet long, 1 feet wide, about 18 inches tall. So what I did was went to my local saltwater store and bought some live sand. So essentially it has bacteria in it already. So once I put the sand in, I fill it up with salt water and I could run the tank, and it should be enough and adequate enough to hold bacteria, but not enough to hold fish, I would say. But you know, we'll go into that later on in the video, or maybe in the next video, I don't know. We're just gonna go set this up right now. I'm gonna cut this bag open, throw the sand in, and then pour the water in. I have 5 gallons now, so I gotta run back to the store and get more. Last one. Alright, so now I just gotta run the filter, and hopefully this clears up by tomorrow. So we'll come back tomorrow and check it out. Now it's clear. So now I'm gonna let that tank sit for a week or two and let it cycle. I ordered some rocks to put in there. That's gonna act as my biological filtration. It's gonna absorb all of the foods and whatever the hell else, and you know, convert it and make, you know, algae that's good for the fish tank, and for the fish that's gonna be in there. For those who are interested in the aquarium hobby, saltwater is a little more difficult than freshwater. There's steps and process that you gotta take before you do anything. As you can see, this is doing just fine. I like it the way it is. Don't worry about that one. I'm just super lazy to put it back into the gravel, but I gotta do a water change in this. I'll probably do it this weekend. But also, many of you guys know from the previous video, I've been collecting pops now. Just a little thing to do on the side, kind of inexpensive compared to most hobbies, especially the car hobby. But we'll get back into that later if you guys are interested in that. Well, we got mail. So I got 3 packages that came in today. I'm gonna open it up in front of the camera and show you guys what I bought. Funko Pops are pretty cool. You know, companies started making like all these like people or celebrity or anime or whatever themed toys with these big heads on it. Like, this is one of my favorite ones. I'm almost 28 years old, and I grew up watching Rugrats, so my brother really got me into toys, and I thought it was ridiculous, but it's really addicting, and it just brings back memories, you know what I mean? So the first box we have here, we got Chucky. First one I got, Chucky. So you can see that right there. He's pretty cool looking. Alright, add that right there. I want to apologize to all my car people. I know this is not as thrilling as burnouts and whatever the hell else, but bear with me, there will be many more. Oh, okay, this one's even better. I got Tommy Pickles. And it comes in this protective like thing, this plastic protector, which is pretty dope. I mean, I paid like $6 for him. Every single pop retails around like $10 to $12, depending on what store you go to. But I got him for $6, and it came with a, you know, dollar protector. So pretty excited. So that completes my set right there. This one is an anticipated one. As many of you guys know, or many of you guys have girlfriends, wives, friends, we watch or are really into Game of Thrones. that is an amazing show. For those who haven't watched it, watch it. Takes a while to pick up and a lot of names to remember, but it itself is a really good series. Look at that. Look at that packaging. Seal tight. Wow. Alright, so I got the mountain. Like I said, Game of Thrones. If you watch that show, you would know who this is. This was released in San Diego Comic-Con, so of course we couldn't get it in most places. Dog, I love it, dude. He's sick. But I have my Game of Thrones stuff up there. Anyway, that's gonna end today's mail call. So yeah, not much has changed. Haven't really been riding my bike. You can watch that build in one of my videos. Rode it once. It's too hot in summertime. Plus my girlfriend just got back from Hong Kong from the summer, so I've been spending time with her. The wheels, the C28s. As you remember, I had a flat tire in one of the front wheels. These tires are okay. They're Michelin's, but until I figure out where the hole is or where the nail is, I don't want to ride on these anymore. I think I'm going to end up buying new tires and just throw them on the front, and then probably abuse the rear ones and then replace that later. Probably not going to go anything expensive because I don't know what tire size is optimal for the car yet. I discussed all this in the previous videos that, you know, in order for me to fit these wide Volk Racing wheels, I got to get a camber kit in the rear, which means I got to go with a smaller tire. Maybe a little skinnier, like a 30 series profile, which is fine. But we'll get into that later on in the future. Honestly, not much going on with us. Here's my brother's car. Still the same. Still lowered on the Volk Racing wheels. Still trying to persuade him to get some new headlights and maybe get a new lip, which is sitting right over there. This is for you IS350, 250 lovers. We're going to do more about this car in the future, not anytime soon. One thing I want to address though, his paint is not the greatest. You see that orange peel? So what I'm trying to do is possibly buy a dual action polisher and go to town on this car. Not right away, gotta practice on it first, but that's for another video. Just giving you guys a heads up on what I plan to do next, because this is a car related channel. But this car's looking mint. Alright, this is gonna be a quick question and answer, because some of you guys leave comments on my channel and I try to answer them all, but I'm gonna answer right now about this car. The car is a Lexus 2006 IS350. It's lowered on BC coilovers. It has Volk T37s that are 19 by 9.5, 19 by 10.5, 22 offset. He does have camera kits in the rear, but none in the front, because naturally the IS's, the front has way more camber, and it can fit, you know, somewhat wider wheels and lower offset wheels with some, you know, adjustment to tire size. The car is painted, not wrapped. It is painted Aztec green from the 1992 to 1995 Honda Civic EG. If you guys are into Hondas, you know what color that is. It has slight variation in the mix to not make it look so green. It's a lot more vibrant. But yes, it is painted. The lip kit on the car is an Ings replica kit. It fits pretty damn spot on. I discussed that in another video as well, that replica companies are getting a lot better and more affordable for those who can't afford authentic and, you know, wait for them. But to each their own. Still looks amazing. I hope to answer some of your questions. I also want to talk about my new car that I picked up, the Honda Accord. I don't think I'm going to keep it, although I do enjoy driving it. The AC blast is really cold. Only problem is, well, let me show you. Okay, got the right key. Okay, so here's the problem. It's got a cell. No, I don't mean Cell from Dragon Ball Z. Cell as in check engine light. I put the scanner on it and it says it's a crank position sensor. I searched it on eBay to see how much average cost would be for it. It's about 15 bucks. I could replace that, it could take that away, but I have another issue. Although the car only has 91,000 miles, when I'm driving from first gear to second gear and second gear to third gear, it shifts and hesitates. I looked it up to see if it was a transmission solenoid or something like that, but people were saying that would only be the problem if you see D4 on the dash blinking when you're putting it into gear. It could be something simple as just like, drain and fill on the transmission. So I'm gonna do that eventually before I sell it. I mean, it'd be stupid to sell it when it's such a great daily, but to me, I already have a daily. I have the Scion XB that I do share with my little brother, and that's a great car. This is a wonderful car too for somebody. If you're in Florida and you're looking to buy a daily driver or want to check it out, let me know. I want to get rid of it. Probably start listing on Craigslist and Facebook pretty soon, once I clean it up and fix all that crap. Because I don't want to give a car away or sell it when it has these problems and it's a complete turn off. For those who ain't repping, get the stepping. I'm just kidding. With my car, nothing's really going on with it. As you can see, still the same turd bucket. Probably gonna end up buying spacers soon, but I'm not gonna buy those like expensive $100-something ones. I'm gonna buy those, generic aluminum ones. I have experience with them before when I had an Integra, where they converted the 4x100 adapters to 4x114, and I had no problems with that for a year. And that's when I was running my Volk T37s. My friend currently, he has a 2014 IS350, and he bought some eBay generic ones for like $80, and he's been riding them since. I think the main flaw on those spacers or adapters that go wrong is because people over torque them, or they're not completely centered when they put them on the hub, or they buy the wrong ones and it fails. In theory, if you torque everything down, make sure everything is done right, it should be okay. So I don't track my car, I don't drag race it, I don't do crazy stupid stuff. So I think I'm going to order maybe like a 10 or 15 millimeter spacer for the rear, just to space it out a little bit. So let me show you what it looks like now. So as you can see, it does need a little bit of spacing, but part of me wants to buy tires and put the C28s back on because I kind of miss how aggressive that thing looks on there. Plus my brother's car is kicking my ass right now in terms of fitment. So yeah, I'm still loving the rose gold. It still looks minty fresh. It could be rewrapped in the front end, but I just don't care. I daily it gets dirty, bugs hit it all the time. So there's no point. So I'm gonna save my vinyl. I still got a large roll of rose gold left, so I'm gonna save it for a rainy day in case something happens. But anyway, just a quick video for today. Like I said, there's gonna be a couple things going on pretty soon when the weather gets a little better. For those who are interested in vinyl wrapping still, interested in fitment talk, wheel talk, interested in detailing, interested in the Lexus IS, whatever the hell, and also interested in my aquarium hobby, because I'm going to have another video updating on that when I add fish into that saltwater tank. Stay tuned, you know what I mean? I just want to say thank you. I finally reached 3,000 subscribers, and if you know, I made a big video about me reaching 1,000 I think it was earlier this year, but I hit 3,000 subscribers this year, and it's not even the end of the year yet. So I'm aiming for 5,000, but I can't get that unless I have your support and I become more consistent on this channel, which I'll try to be. Sorry for my absence. I know you guys want to see more videos. Hopefully I can make some more. So stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out all the other videos on my channel. There's plenty to see. Parts review, do it yourself, updates, and things like that. But make sure you guys check it out, alright? And I'll see you guys on the next video. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Hit the like button if you like this. And I'll see you then. Peace.